my grind. Put my foot on that fucking mold and keep pushing for paper. I need that motherfucking money like LeBron with the Lakers. Champagne, private plane, bitch, I'm doing it major.
Now, this leads me to a more passionate, something that's in my wheelhouse, something that I know. My guy Kendrick Lamar versus Drake and J. Cole, and this is hot off the press. We just got the surprise album from J. Cole, Might Delete Later, which was in a response. I mean, whoa, I'm talking too fast because I'm getting excited, right? Like I said, it's Kendrick Lamar versus Drake and J. Cole. This is crazy. We just got a surprise album from J. Cole. We have been waiting on the fall off, but I guess until the fall off comes out, he gave us Might Delete Later, and which is on Might Delete Later was the song 7 Minute Drill in response to Kendrick Lamar's feature on Metro Boomin and Future's song Like That. Which is a response to Drake's First Person Shooter featuring J. Cole. That was a mouthful. No diddy. But this is my opinion on the situation regarding those three rappers, and regarding the actual Mount Rushmore of these three rappers, because it's actually four, and we're going to have a conversation about who can debatably be in that fourth spot. But let's talk about the situation of what us as fans want, right? Us as fans see all the beef. We hear the records, right? And we are entertained because these are the top three rappers of what we want to say. These three rappers been at the top of the game for the last 15 years, at least, at minimum. It's been other rappers coming in to try to stay on that level, but couldn't really sustain right? When we talk about the Mount Rushmore, which is four people, we'll talk about the Mount Rushmore first. When you talk about the Mount Rushmore of four rappers, you have to mention those three rappers off the top. Now, when you get to the fourth spot of who was up there, you mention people like Big Sean. You might mention Tyler the Creator. You might mention Lil Baby. You could mention Lil Durk. All these people have been at the top of their game, but not big enough to stay up there with the big dogs. For me personally, my spot of who would be in the fourth spot of the Mount Rushmore, it will probably be Future. Future for the reason being classic moments, just like these three. Anthems, just like these three. Body of work, just like these three. Releasing at a higher clip, everything might not hit, but it's always gonna be, he's always around in the mix. And if it's something that might not hit or might not land, it's gonna be something out there that he's on that's keeping him relevant. Just think of his last album. His last album was amazing. And he's been in the game for a minute. So when we talk about, and this is another thing that we don't talk about in hip hop, we don't do longevity well. We really don't. And we really don't want you to change your spots. I think I said something like this regarding to Young Jeezy in the video a couple videos ago, I think. The Mount Rushmore, this is a big thing. It is, but it's not, because these four rappers it's like, really, you really can't even debate it. If somebody say Future, what you gonna say? Play March Madness and see what happened. Play it. Play Beast Mode. Play 56 Nights. DS2. He's up there with those guys. It doesn't suck to say it. It's just a part of fact. It's a fact, and it's a part of the construct. Now, what I actually think about the actual beef of the three rappers, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, I think on a real scale, right, that Kendrick don't have a problem with these guys. It's all music. No one is saying no personal shit. It's not a Pusha T, Drake. It's not that toxic. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody mentioning homies or families or kids. None of that shit, right? Kendrick whole thing and Ben his whole thing is, nigga, y'all say y'all the best, show me y'all the best. The same shit when Control was out. It wasn't, yeah, he named a lot of rappers. It was telling these niggas like, yo, we cool, but once we get in between these, when we get in that booth, nigga, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not. And he been standing on business at every chance. Every single chance he didn't have, he has been trying to separate himself out of the pack and show that he is a supreme rapper. Now, on one end of the spectrum, we have to admit that Kendrick, as a rapper, probably is the best rapper out of the three. And you can't, in the words of Joe Budden, you cannot beat this nigga trying to be friendly. You have to go like hard at this nigga because he can out-rap you. And he's clever with the wordplay, and it's just like, my nigga, he's not being nice. Don't you be nice. Like, go at him. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. The fucked up thing about this is, like, J. Cole, you made the diss, right? You made the diss, the 7-minute drill. We're talking about Kendrick. You come back and apologize.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel bad on. I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, that shit don't sit.
Nigga, you gotta stand on business. You gotta stand on business. You can't be sitting here apologizing and saying, I didn't mean to come at you like that. You are my Aquarian brother, my birthday twin, but you gotta get mean and show this nigga why you the best. We know you in the top 3. You've been in the top 3, it's solidified. But you gotta stand on the business and show up and show out and put your foot on these niggas' neck and show them why you deserve to be up here like we know you deserve to be up here. I think I want to have a panel of people talking about these 3 rappers and the construct of what's been going on with them. And maybe the construct of rap, because, I mean, look at it. Is Kendrick wrong for saying something? Is J. Cole wrong for responding? No, we want you to respond. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of fucking Nas and Jay-Z was that these niggas was going at each other and they did not like each other in a real way. You niggas like each other and it's just about rap. It's about rap. It ain't about... Nobody is mentioning, like, probably Drake will probably mention something about his money, But Drake has just been mentioning little sub tweets and sub posts on Instagram. And believe me so, that is the way that Drake gotta win. That's been his route of beating motherfuckers down forever. I'ma out petty you and beat you that way and try to be funny and make a joke of you. But these niggas know you dealing with some big dogs and that shit ain't gonna work considering you for all the dogs. But it's a cat with all these nines, it's a pet cemetery. That's what Kendrick said. A direct shot, and that's what Kendrick does, which makes him different. You don't gotta guess where the bullet is going. It's a name to that bullet. It's a matter of how you want to address the shooting that happened at your house. Like I said, to close it out, these rappers have been in the top 3 for at least the last 15 years. At minimum. Y'all got a little competitive rap beef going on. It's time for y'all to, Drake and J. Cole, to go at this guy and attempt to try to take him out, because he's looking like Thanos with all the Infinity Stones. By the way, I forgot to say it before we leave. Say what up to Biggie. I love y'all. Just a quick hitter video, man. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we out, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back soon. Probably this week. We're going to figure out what we're going to do. If you got any suggestions or any topics you want to send in, drop them in the comments. Send them to my Instagram. I don't care, man. We'll talk about it. We'll chop it up. We'll have a good time. And I will be doing more panels with people on here and just chopping it up and talking shit. So, y'all have a great one, man. 88 out. Love y'all. Peace.